And hello, everyone. Welcome to the pre-show of the Codex podcast. As usual, I am your host, Sonny Kruger. I'm joined by my co-host, Sal, the Slab Guy.
How's it going?
Sal, things are going good. I'm glad to have you back on.
Yes, always a pleasure to be back on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Down there, you can see. You can find my stories at www.wattpad, and my username is
Mhm.
Son of the Writer. But also, Sal,
Yes.
I'll let you put down where everybody could find you, Sal
All right
Slab
then.
Guy.
So after you're done checking out Sonny's site, whether buying his book and getting his stuff done, go over to YouTube and find me on Sal's Comic Corner or on Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
I go to that slabatorium, see all those
Yes,
slabs.
see the Slabatorium. I've got a lot of crap up here right now. You know, usually this is all not there, but I had to move some stuff. I'm not sure if I told you we had a leak in our shower in the into
Oh,
the, in the and it came into the pantry, which is just beyond this office. So I had to move stuff out of that pantry to see where that leak is. So
oh
that's in
man,
progress. That's why this whole room is a mess.
did anything get messed up with your stuff?
No, no, no. It's this
Okay.
pantry's what I call the black hole of Calcutta. It's a catch-all for everything. So it's got like pots and pans and generic stuff thrown in there, you know.
Okay.
So
Well, at least they took the brunt of the
yep, yep.
leak
It's,
and
it
not
was
everything.
it was really funny. I walk in there and it's like, why am I being dripped on from the ceiling? There's no water in this pantry. And I was, there is now.
There you go. At least it was taken care of. But all
Yep,
right,
yep,
so yeah.
yep.
So today we had it's a quicker episode today. The big thing, our topic of the week will be
Mhm.
what current comic book has you really excited. So that'll get us
Yes,
going. And of course, we
yes,
got a regular schedule. We got our comic book news. There hasn't been too much, but some things that did happen will definitely get a conversation going with us. And hopefully,
yes.
those watching always feel free to comment.
Hmm.
And then, of course, you have our variant insanity. And Sal, you are the guy who made it, so you are the one who takes over for that. Even I don't know what comic book had the most variants this
That's
week.
right. That's right.
And
It's
then, of
gonna be
course, we got,
crazy.
yeah, God, yeah, variant is insanity. And then, of course, so this week, I'm the man with the right or wrong, the five statements. And then after that,
Okay.
we get to the random panel of the week. And then we get to the F list before the
Poor
topic of the
Rachel.
week.
Poor Rachel.
Yeah.
Poor Rachel.
Yeah, it fell perfectly, things fell perfectly because with the clocks being set back, and then this one happens to deal with the clock.
Right.
We'll get on to
Right.
Rachel and the clock a little bit later into the episode, when we get
Yes.
onto the actual show.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
Hmm.
so now we're in the pre-show, and I think we should talk about it. There was, an awards show. I
Yeah.
must say the Codex station was snubbed.
Well, we got to be a finalist in 5 different
Yeah.
categories, except for beard. Justice for Sonny's beard. I've got a little. I'm locking a little Christmas action right there. So but you should have been nominated for beard of the month, type of thing. Beardo guy. Anyhow, yeah, we were finalists in 5 different categories,
Yeah,
and
the win in
went up
itself.
we went up against some good YouTube high quality content people. I mean, these are no slacks by any means. These are great people and good friends too, and so I'm happy that they won. I mean, yeah, it sucks we didn't win, but I'm okay with it. I was a finalist. I could add that to my resume. Was a
Hmm.
finalist in an award show, saying that was the most engaging host.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That's yeah, top five finalists. And you know
top
what,
5.
Sal? We were like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
We were like the
Yes.
Last Samurai.
Oh, that's
One of my
right.
one of my all-time favorites. The Last Samurai was snubbed. It wasn't up for too many awards. It was up for some. Codex was
Yeah.
up for some, but it didn't win awards, which I think it should have blown the awards away. We
It was
didn't
a
blow
good
the
movie.
awards away. Hey,
Yeah.
one of my favorites ever. And
Yeah.
Sal, you were like Ken Watanabe because he was
Yeah.
nominated. You were nominated, but you
Yeah.
both didn't get the awards. I was like Tom Cruise. We both have
Mm.
beards, and we both didn't even get nominated.
Yeah. I
But
know.
yeah, so now I could add that to be like I'm like one of my favorite movies.
Yep. 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 And believe it or not, that Last Samurai
Hey,
soundtrack is awesome. Hey,
it
what's
is
up, Adam?
beautiful. Yeah, Hans Zimmer.
Hans
Yeah,
Zimmer music, really good stuff. Really
beautiful
good stuff.
stuff. And one quick thing about the movies, I think a lot of people gave it grief, like, oh, it's a white man in Japan. However, it was based on true events of a man named Jules Brunet, a
Mhm.
Frenchman who had fought amongst the samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dan
it
Kelly
says
says even
yeah.
Citizen Kane didn't win Best Picture, so there you go.
Yep,
That
yep.
is the truth. Yeah, and then Citizen Kane is a movie that makes a lot of lists. Like I said, it
I
didn't win Best Picture, but makes a lot of lists of like the greatest movie ever. So
I know.
it's
I
opinions.
I don't know. I didn't really care for it. I thought it was I don't know. I didn't like it.
Citizen
It's
Kane
just
is on my to see list. One of
it's
those, especially being a film guy. Like,
I guess
okay,
it's one of those deep thinking type movies, and I was forced to watch it in high school for a class project, and I was just like, "Huh?" You know,
yeah. So like I said, it's on my to see list. Me and my Maria will
it's probably
watch it.
it's probably worth a viewing. You got to get your own opinion on it now.
Yeah, look at
There we
that. So,
go. Just
how much, guys?
he's
Just adding comics into cover price. I bought today. I try to be good, but that clearly fails. It does happen to us. It's hard when you go to a comic shop and okay, I'm just gonna look for. I got like these three I'm thinking of, and then suddenly you walk out with 10, and then you didn't get any of the three you wanted. It
yeah, it's
happens.
true. Well, Cover Price is actually a database warehouse for entering issues that actually give you the values of the books. So,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yep, which
Very
actually
good.
which actually integrates with the CLZ app, which I've got.
Nice. And there are some other things going on. Good. Speaking of comic books, I forgot to
Yes.
mention last time I was talking about Killing Set in Motion, my book that's available on Amazon.
What?
I
You have a
wrote a
book?
story. Yes, I
You have a
did.
book? You have a book? Would it be like this one right here?
You know what? It actually is like this one right here. That's
Oh
right.
my gosh, that is amazing. Why is your print not red? Is that just the way the camera is?
Well, yeah, it's just the camera. Yeah,
Oh yeah, okay, there we go.
it's just camera.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
but just cameras are red. So there it is. Yeah, Killing Set in Motion by Sonny Kruger, and
Yes.
on Amazon, and I got the links. So right now, because it's new, it's kind of hard to search for. So that's why I'm posting links to it every day because that's how it has to be. And with so many
Yeah,
buys, then it
yeah.
becomes available on search. So thank you, Sal, for buying it.
That's
Hope you
right.
enjoy it,
I demand an autograph.
and you will get it. You'll get one specifically from me. And
There we go.
and we got Mr. Keith saying hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Keith.
What's up,
And
Mr. Keith? How you doing, buddy?
you know what? Speaking of writing stories, that since I was selling Killing Set Motion last week, I forgot to mention that I wrote a story called The Everyday Man, and this story I plan to make into a comic book.
Nice.
So that is the
Like,
plan.
so how big of a comic book is this going to be? 10-pager?
I'm looking at 4 issues. I would like to do
Oh, okay.
the typical 22, 23 pages in 4
Mhm.
issues. That is the plan.
Nice. Nice.
So got it written in my usual style. So that's how I have it written now, and then eventually adapt it into like proper comic book script, and then go forward with all that stuff of getting it made into a comic. So it's a journey, but the writing I absolutely love it. I'm really proud of the story, and I think people will enjoy it. And make sure each issue there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of action, a lot of bang bang, and of
Good.
course it's got heart.
Right.
You okay when you hit hard? I heard a.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
I unfortunately hit another brick wall with my story, and I'm kind of stuck. So I had to shelve it for a little while so I can get it out of my head. But I don't know. I have not got it out of my head completely, so that I can go back to thinking clearly about it. You know how it goes.
Maybe time for a reread, and then once you read, and then once you get to that spot, your mind will be ready. Like, okay, we know how to continue now.
Maybe so. Maybe so. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe there'll
We'll
have to
see.
be maybe add a slavatorium to the story or something.
All right. Yes. Yes. Speaking of slabs or slabatorium, did I show you this that Gary got me? Look at this. It's Batman on a slab.
Let me make that bigger for you.
Oh,
There's
hey
me.
there. There's you. There's you. Look at this.
Oh, perfect.
Bat,
Batman on the slab. A bunch of
Batman on a
Batmans on the
slab.
slab.
That's right. This is issue number 434. So I don't know. I think in my with my slabatorium situation, Uncle Gary and Dan Kelly are being really cool guys that are like they're showing me books that have any type of slab on them. So Uncle Gary picked me up that one, and
I
there
think
was
that
one more.
I think that slab book needs to get slabbed.
Yeah, that's right. And then there's a toe tag book. There you go. Oh,
And
there
then
you are
end
again.
again.
And there we are. This is
There
Illuminati number
you
1, I
go.
believe, or number 2. But there's a guy on a slab with a
Jackie.
toe tag. So,
R.I.P. Jackie, whoever, from that
yeah,
book. Or
yep,
maybe
yep,
not. Maybe that Jackie comes alive. Who
yep.
knows?
Who knows? All right. Oh, he's on his taking
What about the UFO?
play about a UFO group breaking it out from stage to being site specific. Interesting.
Nice. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
very cool. Let us know how that goes, Mr. Keith. We'd be interested to know.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
And also, before we jump into the regular show, just the other day, I got news that my short story, The Viral Killer, that's available how I mentioned Wattpad, it is available on there, so you can read it for free, and it's literally like a 10-minute read. If that made it into a proper screenplay form, and it has advanced, it has been officially selected in the Florence Film Awards. So,
Nice.
still going forward.
Now, being a dummy, I don't know where the Florence Film Awards are.
I'm guessing Florence, somewhere on Earth called Florence.
Florence was in California, I assume. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I'm going to Google that while you're.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably plenty of Florences, but it's somewhere on Earth.
Well, I'm just going to Google Florence Film Awards and see what that gives me.
Yeah, so that has been officially selected.
That's very cool, man. Good luck with that. I hope that goes well for you.
Thank you. So, yes, that will be where you can find. Where am I?
Interesting. This is actually in France. It looks like
in France. Okay, it is in France. Oh yeah, so there you go, and that'll be on Wattpad. Well, the story's on Wattpad in regular form, and I adapted it into a screenplay form. So that's what it was.
Nice. That's cool. Good luck with that. I hope that comes through for you.
Thank you. So yeah, I believe in my stories, and I look forward. One day it'd be nice to film it. And Dan says it's in the basement of some guy named Florence.
Dan. That's pretty.
Well, hopefully, then hopefully Florence in his basement loves my screenplay and gives me the win, because I was still, even if it's in Florence, if it's in France, if it's in California, if it's in some random guy named Florence's basement, hey,
don't care.
Adding it to the resume.
That's right. Some guy, that smokes 10 packs of cigarettes a day. Wow, I really love Sony's interpretation here. This is great. It's a winner for me.
Hey, still put that on the resume. And then if somebody asks about it, be like, well, actually, hold on. We're getting busy. We got to move on to the next subject.
Yes. Too funny.
Oh, good stuff.
Yep.
But all right, Sal. Pre-shows are always fun. Are you ready to jump on to the actual show?
Yep. Yeah, hold on. There you go.
Dan says he reads the scripts while sitting in a kiddie pool full.
At least it's full. It would be kind of weird if it was empty.
Yeah, hey, no king shaming here.
None here. Swear to God, none here. Yep, yeah. I'm ready to start the show. We want to kick this sucker off and hit that intro.
But Dan wasn't done when he said he reads in the kiddie pool full of pudding that he periodically eats with a sample spoon.
Dan had to go there. Gosh, Dan.
Said, no king shaming here.
No king shaming. None whatsoever. Shall we kick off the show?
Yes.
Shall we, sir?
Would it be awkward if I said that now I'm kind of in the mood to eat some pudding?
Nah, you're fine.
That guy's pool, though.
No, not from that guy's pool.
No.
All right, here we go. I'll go ahead and kick us off. Here we are.
And hello, welcome to the official show of the Codex Podcast. I'm your host, Sonny Kruger. I'm joined by my co-host, Sal the Slab Guy, all the way from the Slabatorium.
That's right. How you doing?
Doing good. This is episode 175 of the Codex Podcast.
Get out. 175?
There's our
Man,
175 only.
That's crazy.
And before you know it, we'll be hitting 200.
200.
We'll definitely have to do something big for that. You got some big things, some big ideas for Codex coming up soon. So, but always, thank you for always putting in the intros and everything like that. So you do a lot of behind the work scenes as well.
You're welcome.
Sal, the other week you had missed it and Dan was on. I think it kind of worked perfectly when it was the AI like I said like Taylor Swift doing it. I think it worked perfectly because Dan was like, Dan, you know you loved it.
I know.
Dan, we know you were pretending to not like it.
He hates AI, and I don't blame him for it. I went a little crazy with it, so we're not going to do any. I'm not doing any more AI stuff. It's all going to be whatever I can generate out of the properly purchased program that I have for creating all my tiles.
So it did give me a good laugh. So
okay, it was pretty funny because it was actually my intro and not Dan. But I scored. My wife scored Caps tickets for that night last second, and I'm like, ooh, Caps game, okay. Exit stage right.
so it worked out pretty well. And then the next week I was like, Uncle Gary, check out this new intro. And then it was the same one. And they were all like, Sonny, what did you do? There's nothing new with that one. And then when I said, I'm like, oh, I guess I must have went back. And then they said I was blaming you for everything.
Yep. They thought you were punking them, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty funny.
So today, everyone, we've got a regular schedule. We've got a comic book news. Not too much news, but news that will definitely get us all talking.
Yep.
And then we've got our Variant Insanity. The man who made Variant Insanity, Sal, will be leading it this week. And then we're having Right or Wrong. I'll be the man with the 5 statements. Then we'll be having a random panel of the week. Someone did not get so lucky when it comes to the clock. And then we'll have the F list, which the SAC is joining. And then topic of the week, which will be what current comic has you really excited? So if you'd be a deer and hit that button that lets us go to the comic news, the rundown.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Here we go. The rundown.
Someone has been charged with giving out comic books for Halloween.
What?
They were giving out comic books, and they gave out Grendel Tales, Devil's Hammer, and they got charged with obscenity.
Yep.
Obscenity, yeah. So they were charged with that because there's some of the stuff inside, some of the very adult material that was given to kids. So they got in trouble for it, but the police.
Yeah.
But also we got some sad news, and that is that one of the very talented actor on The Boys, Bentley, who played the role of Terror, has passed away. And that's why I make sure. Let me grab my comic and show you. Well, this is the comic book version of Bentley, the dog. And
that's right.
And the actor who played him passed away. So, I like what in the article it said, all good boys go to heaven. So may Bentley rest in peace.
Absolutely. 100%.
So there's the big news, but there has been some other stuff going on. For you fans of The Mummy 4 will return. And you want Brendan Fraser will be in there, and so will Rachel Weisz. So it'll be good to see those two back in The Mummy. Then also there's a rumor mill, and the rumor is that Patrick Stewart not only will Avengers Doomsday be the last time he plays Professor X, but the rumor is that he said that will be his last acting job, that he will retire after Avengers Doomsday. Now, it is a rumor, so it's not confirmed. He hasn't said it, but we'll see what happens. I mean, if that's his last film, that's quite a film to go out with.
Yeah, it is. That is for sure. Yeah, that would be sad, but I understand it,
Yeah, he's in his 80s. I believe he's 84 now. So, hey, can't blame somebody for wanting to retire at 84.
I wanted to retire at 24. It didn't happen, but let's put it out there. It didn't happen, but that's fine. It's sad, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and we'll see. Because before he had said that Logan was going to be his last time playing Professor X, but that was not, because he did play him in Doctor Strange, too. So then, and now he'll be playing that Professor X again. So we'll see how it goes.
Right.
But now, shall we immediately jump on to that news that will definitely bring on quite a conversation, and it's about the person who was charged for giving out comic books on
Yes.
Halloween.
But before you start that, let me just state that I did hand out books on Halloween as well, but they were not overly graphic type of books. Like, are you told to show the title? I don't think we can even show the title here. We can't. That's how bad
Yes.
it is. It's one of those that the YouTube algorithm will definitely kill us on. So yeah, maybe we'll get it posted up on Comic Character of the Day page or something like that if they'll allow it there. But yeah, it was a really graphic picture of body parts.
Yeah, so there's more to it. So first I'll read a little bit. So this happened in North Carolina. It
Uh-huh.
happened at the annual Trunk or Treat event on October
Mhm.
30th on Sunset Beach. There was complaints about somebody giving out a comic book, and the police officer had said it appears that a registered participant not affiliated with the town of Sunset Beach distributed comic style materials containing imagery that is clearly inappropriate for children. We understand how concerning and upsetting these images may be to families. First, I was like, okay, is this somebody overreacting? You know, did it get a little violent? And then I looked more into it. So the comic book is Grendel Tales, Devil's Hammer, and the cover of the comic book, it looks like an image of Jesus, but it's covered with the Grendel like monster over Jesus's face, and there's blood. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, then get some people mad, but I was thinking like, okay, to call the police. Like for me, if I didn't want to read it, I just not read it. I'm not really someone for call the police and something. However, you know, and I did send you one of the images to give it to children. That was quite a lot. There was
Yeah,
it
that's
was
that's
really
not
graphic.
it's not appropriate for children. I think especially if I had a younger child. My child now, she's 11 going on 12. She would probably be like, ew, that's kind of gross, but she could handle it. If there was any other kids that were younger, like under 10,
Yeah.
I would have just thrown this book away immediately. I wouldn't have let them go through it at all.
Yeah, and I can't blame anybody because yeah, 'cause at first I was saying like, you know, what's so bad about it? However, I said that picture, those images, someone looks like they're holding a dead baby. Someone's holding a bunch of dead heads. There was a
Yep.
body upside down with the head cut off, hands and feet cut off, slit through the body. So that was like the image I had sent you. Like, hey, this was in the comic book. Other images in the comic book have a man fully nude, penis and
Hmm.
testicles, everything showing.
Ugh.
So, so the person was charged with obscenity. So you know, like at first I was like, really for a comic? But when I looked at all that stuff, that the naked man, the super violent material in it, I was like, you know what? This person knew what they were doing. You're a grown adult to
Hmm.
purposely handing out those comic books to children when you know that stuff is in there. You were, I know, like trick or treat, right? You know, and it was maybe a trick, but
Yeah.
you knew what you were doing, and to be handing
Uh,
it to kids isn't right. You know, I can understand, like I said, Sal, you're getting a lot of comic books, Dan hands out a lot. If you have a stack and they're all different, and then
mhm.
maybe accidentally, like the boys got in there or something, is oh, you know, I didn't realize that. Or if somebody, when accidents happen, or if somebody's passing out like Batman, it's all Batman, and suddenly like, oh, I didn't realize that
Mhm.
this was mentioned in there, that there was a part that was more violent. This was one comic book that is extremely violent, extremely graphic, and
Mhm.
that's
And
like
and
men
and they were
completely
hand
naked.
they were handing this book out to everybody. So
Yeah,
they
it's like
had
the
multiple
same
copies of this.
comic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were doing it to cause trouble, and well, they got trouble, and they got in trouble for it.
Yeah. FAFO, buddy. FAFO.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
they found out, you know, so maybe they got a
Mhm.
big old ticket for it.
Yep.
All charge, yeah. So come on,
All
we're
right.
adults. You know what you're doing. You know,
True.
I love comic books and I love movies. You know, if there was an event, I'm not going to be handing out as much as I may enjoy the movie Boogie Nights. I love it, but I'm not
Mhm.
going to give Boogie Nights out to kids. And they'd be like, well, you know, I'm a fan of movies. I'm an
Right.
adult. I know that movies is for adults. So the person who handed out Grendel Tales, Devil's Hammer knew what they were doing. So my
Yeah,
opinion
they
did
did.
change on that. Yeah. So like I said, first I was like,
I
really?
have to agree. I have to
Yeah.
agree. Let me give a quick shout out though for Comic Logic and my own shop, Beyond Comics in Gaithersburg. So I went to their lot. Comic Logic had a lot con before Halloween. I went there and I bought $30 worth of dollar books. They helped. They worked up a good thing. I got like 10 Batman, I got 10 Superman, I got 10 Captain Americas, right? So they were all dollar books, and I could hand them out. I would say most of those, I would say about 25, 26 of them gone, just gone. Okay. So, but when I went to my shop to pick up my stuff, I said, "Hey, I'm going to give out some comic books, for Halloween." They're like, "Oh, do you want some more?" And I'm like, "Sure. What do you got?" And he had over the leftovers from free comic book day. Well, I'm handing out free comic books for free comic book day. That's a win-win situation. I said, "Yeah, I'll take whatever you got. I'll throw it away. Not throw it away. I'll hand them out. You don't have to throw them away." And he's like, "Okay." He goes to their drawer, and it's like a stack. Like the stacks. And I'm like, awesome. And it was like an Avenger one, and I believe one other type of book, but it was really cool. And I got those, and I put those up at my house while I went trick or treating with my family at another neighborhood with some friends of my daughter and stuff like that. And those books were gone completely. That stack was completely gone.
Nice.
So awesome stuff. So shout out to Comic Logic in Virginia, and shout out to my Beyond Comics in Gaithersburg.
Nice. You know what? As earlier at pre-show when you and I were just chatting, I mentioned that my neighborhood is really good. There's so many things passed out. I even got some Pokemon cards.
Nice.
Just so happy about, and it's good candies. A lot of people really excited doing stuff, but nobody passed out comic books. When I hear that you and Dan guys pass out comic books, I'm like,
yep. I know Dan
I'd be by your house. I might be doing a few different outfits. I'd put my acting skills to use, and I'd be like different masks. I'd make myself even look smaller, sometimes bigger, and do different voices so that you wouldn't know that you're passing those comic books out to me multiple times.
I would say the beard would give you away.
I gotta have
I recognize that. I recognize that beard.
That it should be award-winning beard.
That should have been an award-winning beard.
I'll have to put on different masks, cover the beard up.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, but I did go out as the Punisher. So I went with some family, and I was dressed as the Punisher.
Nice.
And, my little nephew Eddie, he was Mario. My other nephew Mateo, he was a man on a dinosaur.
Yep. And you know what? I really don't care how old you are. If you're dressing up to go out trick or treating with your younger siblings, you're getting candy. You're getting candy.
Yes.
You're getting candy.
Yes, I'm with that too. Yeah, and my other niece did too. She was my niece Himana. She was also the girl from Wreck-It Ralph, and I always forget her name. The one,
Princess. Not Penelope. Was it Penelope?
I was just gonna say, is it Penelope?
Maybe. I think it's Penelope. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. So last week there was with the right or wrong, there was that debate on if you're too old, and I was saying no. So I pass out candy even when I see adults, and I'd be quite a hypocrite if I would literally went out and said trick or treat, and then somebody came to me as an adult. I'm like, no, you can't have that. Yeah. But so person handing out those comic books to adult. Come on, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, they did. They absolutely knew what they were doing. So that princess is Vanellope, Vanellope. Vanellope von Schweetz.
Okay, well, there you go. Von Schweetz. Yeah, but I just saw some good outfits this Halloween. How about you?
I did actually. I saw some really good ones. A lot of K-pop Demon Slayer. Those girls from that movie.
Okay.
A lot of those. A lot of good, even like the teenagers were good with like zombies and stuff like that. Everybody dressed up pretty well. I usually the person that puts on a hat and says, "Oh, I'm a male person." No, I don't think so. But
yeah, it's pretty good. And didn't get much of it. Yeah, I didn't get that. Hey, Booge.
Hey, Booge. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to have you here. And you know what? One thing I thought I'm sure I'll have to make it next week too. So, like I said, I was in the Punisher outfit and first passing out treats, and a young lady's there. She gets her treats, and then she turns around and she says, "Real quick, are you Sid from Toy Story?" And I was like, I thought of you guys first. I'm like, oh no, like the Punisher.
The Punisher.
And then I thought, I'm like, oh, I have to tell you guys that for all the Sid jokes, and I'm like, kind of works out perfectly that out of every character, someone guessed, are you Sid?
Yep. Well, you do mangle the figures, man. You do mangle them.
I was like, you guys, I gotta stop you guys from all that. Those rumors because it's spreading to Chicago, coming to my home.
It's the Kodak Station, man. We're just that far around. We've got that much reach and that much power. You know,
Yeah, that's
we're
it.
a network
It
now.
came to
We're
my
a
door.
network.
It literally came to my doorstep
We're a network now,
in
baby.
front of my family. Yeah,
Are
but
you
all good
sick?
times. I had a good time, and a lot of people
Good.
like to come. You know, they come. Our neighborhood's pretty good, so
That's good.
I can't blame people for wanting to come into the neighborhood. I love it that
Uh,
good times. Halloween should be good times for people. Have a good time. Pass out
mhm.
candy. Get candy.
Hey, should I show off my my puking skeleton? That was pretty cool
Sure, show that off, Sal.
because that was pretty awesome, wasn't it?
I
Hold on,
agree.
let's see. I got one right here. Not that one.
Right there.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. This one, we're gonna download that. Yeah, that's fine. And
Boo
then we're
says
gonna.
he said. Boo said she called you bluff, son. Yeah, saying that was said.
that she did.
Let's see
Oh,
that skeleton.
yep, it's coming up. Hang on 1 second. I'm working on it. Just
Right.
gotta. There's
There
so
it
many
is.
folders I'm going through.
Yeah. Sal. I think you have to delete some of that material.
Maybe. There we go. Look at this.
Boom.
Check it out. So he's puking up some nice green water and that. I love it. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah. So with that puking and yeah, got a piano by you. Yeah. So
Mm,
nice stuff, Sal. Nice that you decorate and get into the holiday.
That's right. Getting into the spirit.
Yeah. And also always the Codex Comics Unleashed episode with Halloween with the covers. I'm so
Oh
glad
yeah,
that it's an every year thing now. It's an annual thing now because those are always really fun.
that was fun. That was fun. Had a lot of good covers on there. Definitely. So yeah, next year, folks, if you're listening to this and you don't know what we're talking about, we're going to be doing a Halloween special episode where we get submissions from anybody about your favorite horror book. I will make it into a nice card and I'll show it up on the screen for you guys. So
Yeah, we've had some
good
great
stuff.
ones over the past 2 years.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
hmm
And then, yeah, Boo said it's a pretty cool, very Return of the
Oh,
Living Dead.
oh yeah. Thank you, bud. I appreciate that. That's what was inspiring me from that. Yeah. hmm
Nice. Good call. All right, and then yeah, when it does come to some of the other news, like I said, The Mummy 4 coming out. Yeah, it's been can't believe how
Yeah.
long ago it's been since those movies, but that'd be interesting. And yeah, Brandon Fraser,
That's always.
Rachel Weisz. Rachel
Those
Weisz
were
doesn't
always.
seem to age. She doesn't seem to
No.
age. She still looks the same. I mean, it's an awesome compliment for her. Yeah.
That's very true. And those were fun movies. You didn't have to think. You just had to sit back and enjoy. They're like what I call nice popcorn movies. You just sit back and just stuff the
Yeah.
popcorn in your face and enjoy.
Yeah, good fun, action, adventure. So that'd be
Mhm.
good to see those and to have those two back makes you think back to the original because I know there's been remakes, there's been spin-offs, so it'd be nice to see them. Maybe they
Yes.
should bring the Scorpion King back, but with the same exact CGI that was used back in the day.
Oh God.
Don't even upgrade. Don't even
I hope
update
that.
it.
Oh, I hope not. Please don't do that. Oh yeah, that's right. Bougie did not send any covers.
Next year. Next year.
Boosh. We're gonna have to charge you a comic book for that one, okay? We're gonna
Yeah.
charge you a comic book, all right?
And look at that. Mr. Keith agrees when he said they should bring back out the Rocket the Scorpion King. See, that's what we wanted. We don't want upgraded visual effects. We want it just like how he was before.
Yep. I love a good
Yeah.
popcorn. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? You know?
And then when it comes to Bentley, the dog, may he rest
Nope.
in peace. And it was a nice,
Mhm.
nice, good-looking bulldog who played, a nice character on the Bears, on the boys, not the Bears, the boys. And Dan had said in our chat, he said that they should have used him more in the show. They should have been more.
Yeah, they should have.
So I wonder what they will do for the upcoming season. Or well, obviously the upcoming season's probably been filmed, but for upcoming seasons, to get another dog that looks similar.
Right.
Yeah, but Mr. Keith says, they should have Tom Cruise fly by in the scene to link his movie and make the Dark Universe. They should. And I'm sure he'd be willing to truly fly by, and he wouldn't want special effects. He'd say, throw me out of the plane. Yeah. He would
Ooh.
jump 5 times.
Breaking news! Right off, fresh off the press. Alexander Ovechkin has scored his 900th goal, ladies and gentlemen. 900. He leads the NHL in most NHL goals. 900. Okay, back to your regular show.
There you go. Some sports for you all. Comics and sports usually go hand in hand, right?
That's right.
Bruce says, Rock should be both Punisher and Matt Murdock and Daredevil.
Gosh,
Don't forget, he's also the Smashing Machine, Mark Kerr, the fighter.
that's true. Yep.
Yeah. Me and my wife, we enjoyed that movie. I'm a huge mixed martial arts fan. I might even know more about mixed martial arts than comic books.
Oh my gosh!
So
Don't tell me you tap out.
I don't ever tap out. That is right. No
Never
tapping
tap
out here.
Never tap out.
That would be insane if I
Oh,
did.
you know what's insane? Variant insanity, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, we got some variant insanity for you today. And
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
Okay. It's time for Variant Insanity.
That's a good clubbing music. Let me just say. Hey, Pam, you just missed the sports talk, Pam. You just missed it.
But guess what?
That's
Sal could fill you in on it right now, real quickly.
Alexander Ovechkin scored his 900th goal just today. Just a few minutes ago. Most goals in NHL history right now. He's still breaking records, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. Okay. Variant Insanity.
You all know how it goes. Pick out the comic book that had the most variants this week. Sal, you have all the info, so I'm just going to guess real quick. If you can give us a little hint. Was there a new TMNT comic book, or was there also new Vampirella this week?
Negative on both. Hold on.
What?
No, negative. Okay. And it's and it's also a threefer again.
Just like last time was the first time last week, first time 3 in a row, and now look at that again. Oh man! So hey, that means we have 3 chances to win.
That's right. That is right. 3 chances to win.
I'm gonna go with.
You might say, there's a certain lady in one of them.
Ooh, then in that case, oh man. I should look at what came out, because it just makes me want to say, you know what? Then fine. I'm just gonna say, because you said lady sticks the band. No, I'm joking. Band. Lady Death. I say Lady Death.
Maybe. Okay.
All right. And Mr. Keith is saying Silverhawks with 37 covers.
Always a good guess, Mr. Keith. Always a good guess indeed. They always have a bazillion covers.
Yes, yeah, they have lots. Yeah. So I'm going Lady Death. Mr. Keith is going with Silverhawks. If Richard was here, he would go with TMNT, but you just said there's no TMNT.
He would.
I normally would have thought Thundercats, but last week they were one of the 3. Yeah, so I said so. I'm going with, unless there's a spin-off of Thundercats, which I think there are some spin-offs, so there might be. But yes, my pick, I'm going Lady Death.
Lady Death for one of them at least. Okay.
Yeah. Bougie with a good guess there in Blue Falcon. I was considering saying Blue Falcon.
But there was not a new Blue Falcon this week.
So there you go.
So, because I remember Blue Falcon was out 2 weeks ago, and it was close. So they had a lot of good variants. Actually, my notes. Where are my notes? Here are my notes for that. Oh, let me grab my notes. My notes. Okay, that's not my notes. This is my notes. Yeah. So, there were a lot of close calls with this one. So I'll read you off the runner-ups. How's that sound?
Okay, sounds good.
There was a DuckTales one that was close, but I'm not going to tell you how many. Okay. Hold on. There was one I didn't write down the full title because it was idiotic, and I didn't want to. No.
I'm right there with you. I never really know what comes out all each week.
Planet She-Hulk was also close.
Oh,
you know.
She-Hulk. Who's just going with Transformers? As a guess.
Ooh, good guess. G.I. Joe was also a close runner-up. VR Troopers was also a close runner-up. All right, so let's go ahead and go with the 3 books that were out this week. that had the most variants. There's your Thundercats.
There's the Thundercats always.
Yep. So we had Lady Death, Blasphemy Anthem, number 1. Thundercats, Pumra at number 1, or number 1 issue. And Zenoscope Legends, also number 1. Those are the 3 variants this week with the most variants.
They're all number 1. Oh, I see. So Lady Death is number 1. Thundercats, Pumra is number 1. And what the Zenoscope Legends? Is that?
Yes, that's a number 1 as well.
Okay. So all number 1s, yeah. I do like that skeleton in that Zenoscope Legends.
That's pretty cool.
Evil looking.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right.
Pumra there looks like she could be like she belongs with Lady Death.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like a bit of an ass kicker, you know?
Yeah.
So what are you guessing on the numbers of variants? We got number of covers.
27.
27. That's a good guess.
Yeah. Richard usually goes to 23, so I'm just gonna throw in that for him because I know he's not here today, but he usually guesses 23.
All right.
But mine is 27. So each, yeah, all these tied.
All right. So come on, no one wants to guess. We're gonna do the countdown. Looks like a black skull.
Yeah, Bush. Yeah. The Zenoscope Legends. Yeah, it does remind me of Black Skull. Bush is going with 24.
Yep. Oh, sorry. I was trying to get your comment, Booge, up there. I wanted to show that off. Looks like Black Skull or Red Skull. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Mr. Keith is going with 37.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
So.
All right. Let's go a quick countdown to 10.
Pam says 20. Oh, Pam did come when she said 23 for Richard. See, we know you, Richard. But Pam, what do you guess?
Yeah, Pam, what's your guess?
We'll give a few seconds because sometimes people get commercials and it kind of throws them off a bit.
Yeah, it throws them off by like 10 or so seconds. That's fine. That's all right. Pam, if you want to do some more sports talk, we can always chat later. It's fine.
So we'll give Pam a little bit of time. We'll give everybody a little bit of time. So we give that countdown. You were leading today, so I'll let you count it down, Sale.
All right. To the 7, to the 6, to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we've given enough time. All right, here we go. You ready for the number of variants for these guys? Watch your screen, ladies and gentlemen, because poof. Look at that.
12 covers each.
12 each. Now, G.I. Joe had 11. That DuckTales had 10. The She-Hulk had 10. VR Troopers had 11. Oh, she guessed 25. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it was only 12 for this week.
Wow, 12.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was the 3-way tie. But that's surprising. Right. Well, let's see. Wait. So Thundercats is obviously Dynamite.
Which what is the others?
Yeah. Okay, Legends.
Zenoscope and Coffin Comics is the Lady Death one, right?
Yep. Looks like it says Coffin Comics. Okay. Wait, at least I guessed Lady Death.
Yep.
So
well, the hint there gave you pretty good. I gave you a pretty good hint with
that. Yes, I do. Give you. Yeah.
There's a certain lady.
As soon as I heard lady.
Yep. It's like a Lady Death. I know. Let's see. What did Boosh say here? There you go.
25 is the number of Pam's favorite Canadian League football player.
Football player. All right. Mr. Keith also said this. I'm closest issue. Multiply them by 3. Yep.
Multiply by 3.
There were 3 covers. So 12 times 3. There you go. Look at that. Mr. Keith is the closest because there was 36 covers, but 12 each.
But you did go over, and I had 27 without going over.
Oh, all right. Priceless right rules. Actually,
whatever just tries to give me the victory.
Yeah, okay, I know.
Yeah. But all right, so there we go. That's pretty cool. 3 covers. All right.
So next week, are we going to keep the same trend and have a 3-way tie?
We will see. Yeah, there'll be 3 weeks in a row.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, to find out next week.
All right, so now it's time for some right or wrong. And today I am the man with the 5 statements.
All right.
For everybody. Okay.
Hit me.
So, everybody, remember the comments, right or wrong. So, statement number 1. Award shows need to include Bentley in their in memoriam segment.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Right. Come on.
Yes. Right, Bentley is an actor,
Hmm.
played Terror in The Boys. It's only right that they do include Bentley in the in memoriam. Okay. Number 2. The Code X station will win awards at the CBC Awards next year.
Well, I'm going to say yes to that because we're awesome. We
I
should be
say
winning them.
right.
Yeah.
I say, yep, each year get closer before we're like, oh, there's these awards. This year we were nominated, top finalists for 5.
Hmm.
Next year we get some wins.
Yep. Yep. Mr. Keith actually said number 1 is right. Only Bentley. I like it.
And Pam had also said right, I see.
And it also says right, but I believe that's for number 1, so that's fine. Booge also says right, which I'm also assuming for number 1.
All right, so we gone through number 2 that we should win awards. Okay, so now
Booge missed number 1.
okay,
He missed him. So Pam says right in all capital letters, like that.
yes, we deserve those awards. Okay, so I did like that Mr. Keith said right in all the awards.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yes. Oh, I missed that. Yes, thank you. That's right, and all the
Yeah.
awards, all the awards.
And now for number 3. The show, so now let's get on some shows a little bit, some Marvel. So, number 3, the show Vision Quest needs to have some music from the 1980s movie Vision Quest.
Yes, because that's an awesome
Yes.
soundtrack.
Right. Yeah. They would trust me. Whoever you're making the show, you're dealing with the soundtrack, that'll definitely get points up if you put in that great. I mean, come on, there was so many great bands in there. I mean, you had
How about
Journey,
the-
Only the Young, you had John Waite, you had Madonna's nice song, Crazy for You. You had some Dio in there.
Yeah.
There's so many great songs.
Dio kicks ass. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
How about the guy? How about the guy that was the way he was exercising? He was carrying a big log up the stadium stairs.
Yeah.
That was his exercise plan.
Yeah, man. Oh man, what was it? So Bruce is
System.
right.
Right. Yes.
Loudon Swain was the main character's name. I'm trying to remember the one they said carrying the big, huge log.
I just remember that. That's really all I really remember from that movie. And the soundtrack, of course.
Yeah, so great stuff. So yes, Vision Quest. I say right, Vision Quest. The show needs to have some music in there.
Lunatic Fringe. That was the name of the song.
Yeah, when he's also doing some of the jump rope. Yes, a lot of good, a lot of good workout montages and everything.
Pam says right except for Dio.
Wrong except for Dio.
Wrong. Three is wrong except for Dio. Oh, wrong except for Dio. All right.
So he's saying to take out the other music, but still keep Dio.
All right. I'll book that. Okay. Because Dio kicks ass. Mr. Key says number 1 was right. They'll find a way to fit him in, and I agree. They should.
Yes. Okay. Now number 4. Comic books help bring the world together.
Right?
I say right, it does. I think it brings all kinds of people. We all get to enjoy these comic books, these characters.
Yeah.
We all get to have a good time. Sometimes they reflect real life, but sometimes it's good to get away. A little bit of both. We get to all be entertained. Even like this show, we get to bring all kinds of people. We get to watch, get to enjoy.
Yeah,
so I think comic books are one of the things that do bring the world together.
Sometimes you need to have the good guys win.
Yes.
Yeah. Boosh says number
Boosh
4
does not agree. He says wrong.
Yeah. That comic books do not connect everybody. What? Explain that, Boosh. Explain it to me.
We'll come back. We'll let Bruce type that out. Pam had said right for number 4.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay, but now we are on to. I see Bruce's point. He says, have you heard of the whiniest Snyder Bros?
Yep. I have. Mr. Keith says 4 is right. Everyone knows that Mickey Mouse and Spider-Man are. Who knows who Spider-Man and Mickey Mouse are? Yeah. Of course.
So, okay. Number 5. Statement number 5 is the Code X podcast should have another uncensored episode.
I don't know. We should. Will it happen? I don't know. YouTube's not gonna like that. Mm-mm.
Well,
Did we have an uncensored version?
we had an uncensored episode all the way back in the beginning when it was just me and Jamie. It was like in between episode 6 and 7 or something like that. So I say
Wow.
right, and I hope you all agree because you know what? Next week we are set to have an uncensored episode.
Oh, why?
That is
What we
right.
got going on? I used to be a wise guy. Okay, Booge, we got you, buddy. We got you. He also says number 5 is right. Yep.
Yes, I've been talking, and I was even making sure, Jamie, hey, if we have this episode at this time, does it work out? Everything. So it's all set. And next week, the Codex podcast will have an uncensored episode. It will be me. It will be Uncle Gary. It will be Mighty Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't be holding them back. I'll let them be as wild as they need to be. And we will be reviewing the Pro.
Let's get you a big screen there really quick.
Okay.
There you
Here
go.
we go. The Pro.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's the Pro.
Oh, yeah. She's a Pro at night when she's just, during the day, at night when she's making money. And yeah, the show, it's a book we've been talking about for a long time. But, I said that I said for us to properly review the Pro, we should just be uncensored. But also, there's a lot more. So it will be the time when certain random panel of the weeks that I don't put on these ones. I could put it there. Certain F-listers that their names I can't even say here. So they'll join on the uncensored one.
Wow. That's going to be an interesting show.
So check it out next week. Yeah. So there we go. Those are my 5 statements.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the first one was award shows need to include Bentley in their in memoriam segment. And we were all in agreement that, right, yes, Bentley needs to be mentioned and shown. Number 2 is the Codex station will win awards at the CBC Awards next year. And everyone was agreeing too. We were also on right. And we even had...
Pam says that there are people that like to argue like idiots instead of debating. Totally agree, Pam. Totally agree. Yes. I mean, Boo said that. I'm sorry. Boo said that. Sorry.
Good, yeah. Okay. And now, so then 3 was also the show Vision Quest needs to have some of the music from the 80s movie Vision Quest. Everyone was also saying right, except for Pam had said wrong, except for Dio.
Yes.
And then...
Because why?
Because Dio kicks ass. And then number 4 was that the comic books help bring the world together. Most were in agreement, but it was when Bush came in and had said no, and he was talking about the Snyder Bros.
Yeah.
So
I think he was just messing with us.
So there are times that comics could divide people. Obviously, sometimes, like I said, when people really into things and they say no, for instance, in the very first episode, Jamie was not too fond of the Punisher Circle of Blood, and I am, but we're able to talk and enjoy it. We can disagree and agree and then say, okay, see you next week.
But you still got together and talked about it.
Exactly. So, like you said, it does bring people together. So to talk about that thing. And then there are Punisher stories that we do both enjoy. And it is one thing that even if we don't agree, we're still together talking. And we love this thing called comic books because in that same exact episode, Jamie had me read Batman Dark Knight. 10 out of 10. We both love. So there we go.
All right.
Yeah. And then, of course, there was the last one was the Codex podcast should have another uncensored episode. And that's what we said, right? And that's what I said next week. We'll be having that uncensored episode.
Nice.
So look out for it next week.
Very good.
Now it's time for our random panel of the week. We've got some tragedy. So last week, it was time to put our clocks back. So the random panel of the week falls in perfectly with the clock.
The clock.
And there's an older man, and he says, the clock is complete. It's finished. I've made it. But Rachel is dead. And we see Rachel, who looks like she's dead on the floor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Poor Rachel.
Poor Rachel.
And there's a sign behind that says Home Sweet Home. Look at that. Motley Crue fans.
There's a little update from Mr. Keith. Snyder Bros are like talking about the movies, not the comics. Great, now I'm doing it too.
They're always messing things up,
Yep.
But yeah, random panel week. So here we go. I wonder what was going on with this clock. That he made his clock, yet this woman named Rachel is suddenly dead.
I got an idea.
What is the connection?
It's a clock from hell, and when it strikes midnight, or strikes that time, which is what, 5 of 12. It's the witching hour, and it sucks the life out of everybody except for its creator, and which gives him all longevity, lifelong longevity type of thing. Right.
There you go. There's a good chance of that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And now he's got to hide the body.
Evil clock.
Now he's got to hide the body.
Yeah, because this does look like, just the way it says the clock, it looks like this is like the first panel or one of the first panels of the story. So yeah, that something's going to happen with that. She's dead. He's getting rid of the body. The clock is evil.
Yes. Poor Rachel.
Yeah. All right. So I hope everybody, when you were putting your clocks back, that you had no issues similar to what happened to Rachel. That you did not have an evil clock that killed people.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's the random panel of the week. The clock is complete. It's finished. I've made it, but Rachel is dead.
Dun dun dun.
So there's that. And now it's time for a certain list. Oh, you know what it is.
It's the list that you don't want to be on.
Today, joining the F list is...
I got it. Oh, got him. Okay.
I got it. I'll do it. The sack.
All right. I'll work the chat. I'm working the chat.
Yeah, Sal, from where you could even touch the sack over there.
I could, but I'm not going to.
It's right there. The sack is right by you.
You never set the VCR, Mr. Keith. That just blinks at 12 forever.
But okay, so
sorry, one more. We have an evil clock that wakes me up at 6:30 every morning. Yeah, Pam. We all have that
just
clock.
Be careful that you don't end up like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
all right.
6:30 in the morning, that's when I'm going to sleep. Mostly. But here we go. The F list. The sack. And Sal, you just touched it. You just touched the sack. So here he is. The sack, and as you see, he's a guy. Just got a blue outfit and like silver kind of metal. Oh, they are like metal gloves.
Mm-hmm,
and he's carrying a sack. And then there he is. He says, "What? This can't be happening." And then
oh no, I've dropped my sack. Oh, Deadpool's in this.
Yeah, and Deadpool says, when he dropped his sack, Deadpool says, old age does that to a guy. Don't worry, Sizzle Chest, I got it. And then Deadpool takes his sack, and the sack says, "Hey, give it back.
Stop touching my sack."
And here's when he first comes in. Yeah, look, the sack said, "Nice entrance, but I got here first, so the money is mine." And it's Deadpool says, "Actually, unless you have an account here, none of it is yours, Fruity." The sack's reply was, "Stay back, stranger. So commands the sack." Even Deadpool even said, "You're kidding, right?" And here's when Deadpool threw a knife into him.
I'll see a more uncomfortable costume.
You mean this costume right here?
Yep.
So they go out. There he is. He is the sack. Sal, would you like to take a guess as to the history of this man?
Let's see. I gotta look at the other picture again where he drops his sack and there looks like to be toys in there. I'm gonna go with his name is originally Stupicious Stern. We'll go with that.
Stupicious Stern?
Yeah, Stupicious Stern. Stu for short. And he found a magical sack in the woods behind his house, guarded by fairies, and he stole that sack, which gave him some type of power to have stuff in his bag. There we go. And he can put anything in that bag. He's ready to open it right now. And I can't stand his knee pad. His knee pad looks like it's like 3 inches big. He's got these thunder thighs. nice big calf, but the knee pad is like 2 inches.
Yeah, it really brings in his
So he has,
leg.
so
Yeah.
he has no kneecap. Ouch.
Yeah. No kneecap. What? This can't be happening.
Pam says, I always just say, hey, when someone throws a knife into my shoulder. Yeah, well, that happens.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. And Mr. Keith says, all the characters do not have Rob Liefeld's trademark pouches. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he does not have them.
He
But
doesn't.
actually,
He doesn't have,
I will tell you,
wait a minute.
Sal.
He's got a sack. He doesn't need pouches.
Exactly. He's got quite the sack that he dropped.
It's a very manly sack.
One might even say it's magical or monstrous.
Monster sack. He just takes his
Bruce
lunch
says, yeah,
with
he
him.
just takes his lunch with him when he's a supervillain.
Yep. Oh, he's a villain, all right. He's just not super.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Sonny, give me the info on this guy.
Okay, let's go with the sack. He only appeared, Bruce says sack lunch. So there you go. The sack, real name Nelson Frank.
I was close. That was my next guess. I really was. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. I like yours better. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Keith says his origin is he became unemployed, but they said he was sacked. Too bad they didn't say fired. Yeah, you know, he's not too far off because he was a former stadium janitor, but he did lose his job. He's also a high school dropout. He appeared in one issue, and that was in Deadpool, Volume 2, issue number 46 from 2000. He was created by Jimmy Palmiotti and Paul Chadwick.
Wow.
So he's not in much, but let's see. Mr. Keith says his henchmen carry plastic bags.
Are they like mini sacks?
So here we go. He is only in one issue. He comes out. He's robbing. As we see, he's using a sack to rob a bank to get money. And what his power is with that sack, those are little monsters out of there. Out of that sack. That's why he's wearing those those metallic gloves so that he can reach in there and they don't hurt him. So he uses those monsters out of his sack to hurt people. But he comes across Deadpool, and Deadpool, when they attack Deadpool, they don't like his cancer that he has. So they leave. And that's why he's like, what? This can't be happening. And Deadpool did reply, yeah, well, check your script, Turkey. I bet it doesn't have this in it either. That's when Deadpool throws the knife as he has the typical reply to being stabbed. He says, hey. What happens when he gets stabbed? He drops his sack. Deadpool takes it, and he puts it onto the sack's head, where the monsters then attack the sack's head.
So he's dead.
So there's a good chance he's dead. It doesn't say deceased, but he was defeated. He probably was arrested, but he's probably in very bad shape. So he's just throwing Pokemon. Kind of.
Yeah.
They throw the ball, but he puts him in his sack. His crime is smuggling grapes. But yeah, so there you go. The sack is only in one, and he was defeated. How do you defeat the sack? You put the sack on the sack's head. That's what Deadpool did.
Go back to that. We'll go back to that one picture with the toys there, with the monsters coming out.
Yeah, like you said, they look like toys.
They look like Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, they could be considered Pokemon.
Yeah, one even looks like blasters. We had almost like a gun coming out.
So. Yeah, that one right. Yeah, I see him. I was going to say something else, but I kept my mouth shut.
And technically, this is since this comic Deadpool 46 came out in 2000, this was around the time Pokemon became huge. This is when I became a fan. So there's a good chance that some of those were like, hey, let's just draw something similar to Pokemon.
There you go. Grab some readers that way.
Yeah, so there you go. If you want, Bruce says, paper, plastic, or biodegradable. Yeah, so the sack is in one comic. All you need is one comic in your collection to get his first appearance, his last appearance, his every single appearance. Deadpool Volume 2, issue number 46.
And you too can have that collector's edition. Yeah. Get it slabbed while you can.
Yes, you too can have your very own sack.
Slabbed. Slabbed? Slab sack? Slab sack.
Slab that sack.
Yeah, slab that sack. Get a nice 9-8 on that sucker.
But there you go. I say the sack and his sack get sacked from real life and go into the F list.
F list it is. He shall never come off the F list.
No. And hopefully he plays some football. And you know what? Hopefully the sack gets sacked in a football game with some of the villains from Super Pro.
There you go. That's fine with me. I would go with that.
So there you go. Goodbye to the sack.
Bye-bye, sack. Bye-bye, sack.
Bye-bye, sack. Okay. And now we get on to our topic of the week. And our topic of the week this week is, what current comic book has you really excited? Sal?
I happen to have it right here because I prepped for the show. I had some choices, but this is my number one book. When this comes out, it's always on the top one to read first, and that is The Incredible Hulk by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Right now.
Yeah, of course,
hi, Sonny.
Shows me first. There you go. Okay.
There you
I like that cover.
This is a great cover. The cover's been good. The art's been awesome. The story's been great. It almost reads like a modern day horror. This stuff has been really good. Here's some of the art in that as well. I mean,
I like that. Some dark stuff. Yeah, some dark Hulk.
Yep. It's really good stuff. It's been a great story. Oh, here's another one. This is a good one. Look at this mummy action type of shit. Look at that. Look at that. That's some good creepy horror shit right there. Nightmare City. Hello.
Nice.
So, so when this book comes out every month, I am definitely checking this one out first. This is the first book I read when it comes out. I'm trying to find there was another good shot in here. I mean, there's some good, one more time. I'm gonna put myself big here.
All right, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some good fist fights in here. Nice knockdown, drag out fights. Typical what you would think the Hulk fights would be.
And that's what I want from the Hulk. That's one thing I love about Hulk comic books. It seems that he tends to be in some of my favorite fights in all of comic books. Like, so my favorite all-time fights are when he fought Superman in Marvel versus DC, but also the Hulk versus the Abomination.
Yep.
And Future Perfect one, maybe even my favorite fight ever. I love that. Yeah.
Right. And the other book, I put it away that I really like, and I'm really reading it, and I'm really upset that it's actually ending. Is, if you can guess what it is,
Venom.
Go ahead. No, Venom's not ending. But I do like Venom. I'm reading it. I don't like the Mary Jane Venom pairing, but I understand the story and how it's going, so I'm okay with it for right now. Where is it?
Is it Immortal Thor? Because I know that.
No, it's not Immortal Thor. It is. I'll just
This
say Green Arrow. Green Arrow.
Oh, Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. There we go. I had set it aside because I said I'll put it over here because it's easier to reach. So let me just grab this one really quick here. There we go. So Green Arrow, all in. It's number 29. It ends next issue, unfortunately. This storyline or this whole series has been awesome from number 1 on. If you haven't checked that out, they'll probably do a trade of it. So check that out, definitely.
And who was that one by?
This one is by. Who is this by? Chris Condon is the writer. Colors is Adriano Lucas. Covered by Turin Clark. Let's see. And drawn by Montos. So.
Okay.
Chris Condon, Condon, did the story for that, or at least for this particular issue, anyhow. Nice. But yeah, it's been a good run. So
yeah, Mr. Kidd, there's something to say about the Hulk. Yeah, I'm glad to hear Hulk is great right now. I can only get it periodically.
Yep. And Phil Kennedy Johnson did some awesome artwork for this too. It's just amazing. This stuff is.
Yeah, Bruce says Green Arrow is a character that should always have a series.
I'm sorry.
Right.
He did. Philip Kennedy Johnson did the writing for it. I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Matthew Wilson is doing the I'm sorry, Nick Klein is doing the artwork for it. The interior art. I'm trying to find the cover art. Actually, Nick Klein was also doing the cover art too. So yeah. I'm sorry, I got that backwards in my head. Yeah. Philip Kennedy Johnson, awesome person. I met him at Baltimore. Uncle Gary's had him over at his library comics, so definitely we got a couple interviews with him you should check out.
And speaking of comic books, how you guys are at Baltimore Con, that before I get into my one,
Man,
that reminds me about there's a certain Codex giveaway this month.
there's a giveaway.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
did. I know. Where's the giveaway? I didn't know there was a giveaway. Is there a giveaway?
That's
There's a
right.
giveaway.
Mr. Dan Kelly got some autographs, and you know what?
Do we have a
He's gonna.
picture for it?
We got a picture for it. Let's see it.
Do we? I don't know. Do we? I don't know.
No, we don't have one right here. But I was finding out some of that info from Mr. Dan Kelly, so we can I can tell you all about it. So
All right, very good.
you can get Local Man signed by Tony Fleeks. You can get Super Soldier #1 signed by Mark Waid,
Oh,
and you
right,
can get
yeah.
Skinbreaker #1 signed by David Finch.
Yes.
Make sure to sign. Now make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you comment and you enter people in. You and at people, and each time you tag someone, that gets you one entry. So tag 3 people, get 3 entries. Tag 300, get 300 entries.
That's just crazy.
You
That's
can win yourself
crazy.
some great signed comic books, and they really are signed. Dan Kelly really, he not only like he got it, and maybe they are. He literally went there himself and got them signed by.
Yes, he did.
Those are great artists. Yeah. So
I did not join him this year. I could not do it because I just couldn't afford to go. So he was on a mission to get lots of books signed, and he did. Check out our Comics Unleashed show. He shows off those books there, and everything else he got signed for him as well.
Yeah, let's check that out. Okay, and I wanted to get that out of the way. Tell how they can win some comic books. Who doesn't love winning comic books, huh?
I love it.
But now I'll go on to the comic book that has me, the current comic book that has me really excited.
Yes.
And that is X-Men. I'm on the Age of Revelation. Right now, this is X-Men Age of Revelation Overture. So this story, led by Jed McKay, and the reason I say that is because this is it has multiple stories in it. So there's many spin-offs. There's, like I said, there's X-Men with the Age of Revelation, but then there's going to be Unbreakable X-Men. There's, what do you got there? Is it the Last Wolverine?
Last Wolverine. Hold on. There's a lot of them here. Last Wolverine. There's Expatriate X-Men. That's not one. That's a Venom book. We don't need that. It's a
Hey, do you know Venom is actually in the Sinister Six story? Yeah. There's Rogue Storm.
There's Sinister Six.
There we go. Mr. Sinister and Venom. What a team up, yeah.
Yep. Radioactive Spider-Man. Check out all the arms he's got on there. He's got 2 little baby arms. Laura Kenley's Sabretooth.
Oh, is it issue #2 or 1? Because
#1.
Oh, you know what? My one actually has a different cover. So look at that. You and I, we got some different covers.
Nice. And do I have any more? I do not. That's all I have.
All right.
I know there's more, but
yeah, I was showing some last week, but let me get on to some other ones.
Yeah, get on next, honey. Come on.
All right, Sal. So
why are you taking so long? Come on.
Make me bigger again. Okay, yeah. So there was the X-Men, Age of Revelation. That was #0. But there's also X-Men Book of Revelation.
Yep.
To get the story started, what started it all was in X-Men #19, and then X-Men 22. And I really think these are actually really important to the story because I first went over issue, especially number 22. I felt really led into it, so I recommend everyone gets it. And then there's the Last Wolverine.
Yep.
As you were saying, Rogue Storm.
Yep.
Now here's my cover of the Laura Kinney Sabretooth.
Oh, nice. Must have been a few variants that week, huh?
Yeah. And Iron and Frost. Binary.
I do have Binary. I do not have it in this deck, but I do have Binary.
And World of Revelation.
Okay.
And looking to get more, like I said, you got some of the ones that I don't have. There's also the Long Shots one. There's X-Vengers. There's so many. But so what's going on with this is that what I'm so excited is this is a current story going on that has me really excited. I am reading it and I'm loving it, and I'm collecting it as it's going on. And also, I think it really has me into the the X-Men story like I haven't been in many, many years. And
I was really afraid of it. I was really afraid of it. I feel like it was going to be too dispersed, that it was
yeah.
too much to collect and to keep up with. Because I don't want to be buying 1,000 books to keep up with the story.
So with me, because that is the one thing I wonder. However, I did look on Amazon, and there's going to be next year, or around like early May, there's going to be 3 volumes that end up collecting the whole thing. So
All right.
that's I'm looking to collect, but if I'm not able to get them all, I may buy them the collections. But start the story, and because it's similar to Age of Apocalypse, that was 30
Yeah.
years ago. And that's one of my all-time favorite stories. There it is. So I was a little nervous too. Like, is it just going to be some like a money grab? Is it not going to be that good? But I'm loving it. So I'm super into the story. I haven't read all the spin-offs, so I can't say each one how good they are. But the main storyline, I'm super into, and I haven't been this excited about an ongoing comic book in forever.
There you go.
So,
all right,
X-Men's got me really into it right now.
I heard
watching. Feel free to let us know what you're really into. What current comic book has you really excited?
That's right. I hear there's a free action figure giveaway at the end.
Really? Oh yeah.
That's the rumor. That's just the rumor I heard.
So that would be so awesome if during the finale, like in a comic book, you open it's like scan this and we'll send it to your house.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be cool to have a Revelation action figure.
Yeah.
Who would have thought Doug Ramsey, the character who was a translator, would have this huge role decades later? Yeah,
maybe that's why they pulled him out of the closet and blew the dust off of him and said, "Oh, we'll reuse him."
Yeah. So yeah, hey, and I'm for it. I'm really enjoying it. So that story has me so happy. When I'm reading each issue I have read for it so far, I felt really happy reading. I'm like, oh, I'm excited for the next one. I'm excited for the next one. So yeah, but now it's time for me to get all caught up on the main storyline. Now it's time to get into all the many spin-offs. So I'm rooting for them to all be good. But the main storyline, I'm super into.
Cool. I'm glad you are
into that. Yeah, man. So there you go. No surprise, X-Men's got me really excited. But hey, like I said, I haven't been this excited about X-Men in a really long time, since X-Men 97, but that's the show. And so, we still, for X-Men 97, we still got to wait till next summer. So
I was going to say next summer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
here we go.
We'll be doing some reviews. All right. Mr. Keith says, yeah, I got a radical idea. Comics released as a limited series, but they go for 100 issues and then get rebooted. So readers would see how those 100 pages would go and know there's an endpoint. I could see, yeah.
That's not bad. And then Bouge says, always interested in Batman, Daredevil, Hellboy. What's the BDRD? I'm
usually pretty good at that stuff.
I'm just drawing a blank on it right now. PBRD. Come on, Bouge, tell me what PBDRE is.
Batman Pride.
Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. Hellboy stuff.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay, so Hellboy. Okay, well, cool picks. Yeah, Batman, Daredevil, Hellboy. There's so much Batman going on. I'm sure, there's got to be at least some good ones. But yeah, so always hear good, and yeah, I heard that the Absolutes are doing pretty good. Even just today, I was seeing somebody was saying that that their favorite. Somebody online was saying that their favorite comic was Absolute Batman this year.
Yeah.
And I always see the Absolute Wonder Woman, which I was reading some of. That's pretty good too. Yeah.
Uncle Gary really loves the Absolute Wonder Woman right now.
Yeah. Mr. Keith says, yeah, I'll start writing one right now and tell you how it goes.
All right.
Mr. Keith, you got us rooting for you.
All the time. Yeah, Bouge, it hit me as soon as I was typing it in with Hellboy stuff. Yeah. There it is. All right. Okay.
All right, but we've got a lot of reading to do, especially like say I've only got with that Age of Revelation story. What have I got? 50 comic books to read. The 20 for this or 20 for this month, 20 next month, and but hey, I'm enjoying it. What do we do? We love comic books, so and so like I said, so your Green Arrow has one issue left, right?
Yes, unfortunately, one issue left.
And then the Hulk is still just ongoing. Good.
Yep, still Hulk's going to be ongoing. Yes. So yes.
All right, well, there we go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our show. Hope that there's comic books out that you really enjoy reading.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bruce says, yeah, Absolute Batman sounds pretty entertaining, and Batman has been a favorite since I've started reading comic books.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good, different story, different Batman story. But yeah,
Mhm.
and everyone, before we do go, we're on all the socials. So there you go, at the Codex Station.
Do us a favor, click that like, click that share, click that subscribe. It's free. All you gotta do is click it. Anyways, it helps us get us out there into that YouTube algorithm and makes us go, makes us a little bit more popular. Gets us out there among the masses.
Make us popular.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's a website that this guy next to me created, and he'll tell you a bit about it.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, thecodexstation.com. Head over there, meet the team, get some merch, and there's so much more. We got bios on there. You can see what stuff we like, what stuff we collect, what we're into, how we got into comics. I think Sonny got into destroying action figures first, but then he got into comics. But that's another
Lies.
that's a whole nother story and website. So
There's some of those lies are on the website too.
Yep, maybe so. But yep, our links to all our socials are there. I have to add Spotify. We just got onto Spotify, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have Spotify, look us up there, and you can actually stream us from there. You can do that. What else?
On
is on
Spotify,
there?
look, you can make us talk faster. Like, hey, buddy, thank you for joining us on the Codex Podcast. Or you could slow us down, like, hey, thank you for joining us on the Codex Podcast. Have fun with it.
That's true. You could do that. Anyhow, yep. Go ahead and check it out. It's thecodexstation.com. You can also reach out to us and tell us anything you want to tell us. What you like, what you don't like. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you want to have some fun on Facebook, join the conversation at Comic Character of the Day. So there's Comic Character of the Week. For instance, tomorrow the Codex Station has Comic Character of the Week. And who was the character for next week, Sal?
For this week's month, which for tomorrow is going to be Green Lantern Alan Scott.
Yeah, sure, some of the classic Green Lanterns, and yeah. Oh no.
I'm sorry, I had to put that up. That was too funny. Okay.
No, I don't have any lives. But yeah. So like I said, Comic Character of the Week will have Green Lantern Alan Scott, but Comic Character of the Day has a character every single day, and we have a random panel of the week, but they have random panel of the day. So every day you get some great stuff, great covers also posted, all great questions, everything. So have some fun. Most of us have met each other through Comic Character of the Day.
That's right, we did. That's how we did.
But everyone, again, take care. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed tomorrow's show. And then, of course, there's always Comics Unleashed on Saturday. And next week, the Codex Podcast is set to be uncensored. It'll be me, Uncle Gary, and Mighty Mike. And we will be reviewing the Pro, which also includes the backstory called The Hoe. But,
oh my goodness.
If
it's uncensored, I'm gonna just join the podcast out of the blue.
We might just have to roll you on, yeah. But please, I know we're uncensored, but please, let's all try to wear clothes though for the episode.
Oh,
but really? It is uncensored.
Really?
I'm not gonna. No kink shaming. No kink shaming though.
If I have to wear clothes, I'm out. Come on, dude. Come on.
Okay. How about a towel?
A towel, baby. Washcloth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
And thanks, Boosh.
Thank you. Glad you all enjoyed. And like I said, next week we got some craziness. Take care. Hope you have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great life. That is a 10 out of 10.
Yes, folks.
I was your host, Sonny Kruger. I was joined by the Slab Guy from the Sabotorium, Sal, the Slab Guy.
Thank you, Guy. Thank you. Appreciate you being on me there. Let's try take 2. I appreciate you having me on this week.
It was a pleasure. Take care. Have a splendid day.